This will be a quick video on when the banners drop, should you summon on them, and again, this is pretty important. I'll also talk about the units a little bit and how I feel about them, and the other units on the banner, so let's get right into it. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, drop a sub to the channel, helps me out, and lets me know you enjoy the content. So let's get right into it. So first off, obviously since the banners are not out yet, this is all we get, but this usually shows the best units on the banner, so to say, so let's just go based off of this, right? If we look at the banners, should you summon on these banners? These are Golden Week banners, so honestly, I wouldn't hate summoning on this. So, based off of that, I'd say yes, you can summon on this. This is not a terrible banner. I mean, it's not great. It's not the best banners ever. It's not Worldwide Anniversary, but at the same time, again, Golden Week, the next big things are going to be this. We're going to have Tanabata June? I don't remember if it's the end of June or the end of May. Pretty sure it's end of June. And then part 2 Tanabata, of course. And then we're going to get a little break, and then it's going to be worldwide, most likely. Now, Tanabata is a big banner because that unit does not return until Saiyan Day. So just keep that in mind. And there is a good chance that it's going to be Daima. And I would guess it would be a Super Saiyan 4 from Daima. If not Tanabata, it would be worldwide for sure. Has to be. I see no reason for them to withhold Super Saiyan 4 from Daima. So overall, again, I see that coming really shortly. So just go based off of that. I think these units are cool. We've been waiting for the, well, I say a lot of people have been waiting for this because this doesn't get any representation, which is fine in my opinion. Honestly, it's not the biggest moment in the series that I would like to get represented, but having it once in like 9 years is fine. So I'm a little bit excited for it. Animations aren't the best, kits aren't the best, but at the end of the day, I'm excited to summon for this banner. Both of them actually. I don't even have this Daimaku. But let's look at these 5 characters right here, right? So this guy's actually pretty good on Easy A. Piccolo and Magetta. Magetta is actually trash. Piccolo's hard to rate too, but just kind of weird. Obviously, Inbu is still very good. He's going to pretty much be a very strong character in the game because he has a revive with no restriction. It just has to be him that, goes away. I don't want to say the other word because, algorithm, but then he has an usher the next turn, so he basically will give you 2 free turns. So he's gonna age pretty fine. He also stacks. If I remember, it's attack and defense. I know for sure it's defense, so he does stack. He has an usher. He has a revive. He has a lot going for him that he's going to age very well. He might not be the best character, but he's going to have that like secret. I'm not gonna call it secret tech like the tech androids, but if you know what I'm saying, you would understand. Like, he has tech, right? The Usher, the Revive, he's going to age gracefully for a long time. Even when he gets one-shotted right away, again, he's going to have the Revive available. And then the next time he comes around, he's going to have the Usher available. So, he's going to have tech. He's forever going to be good. I can actually use some of these. Obviously, Glorio is still pretty good. Slot 3 support that stacks attack and defense. It is a very extremely slow stack, but he does stack attack and defense. He also supers a lot, has a good dodge chance, and again, he has 3-turn support. And obviously, Kaioken Goku is pretty good. We'll go over that. I won't do a super in-depth in this video, but we'll talk over it real quick, my highlights. Now, Super Saiyan 3 Goku is not the best anymore, but he's still okay. You can use him. He's usable as long as you have Majin Buu Saga. Daimaku is solid. Not as good as Glorio, but I don't have them, so I'm actually hoping I pull 1 or 2. Not over hit. Obviously, I'd rather just pull the hit, but hopefully I pull 1 or 2. Magetta again, trash. Wouldn't even. I don't even. What's the point, man? What is the point? And then Kale and Caulifla are probably getting an Easy A. So this guy is a pretty good Super Easy A, and then Kale and Caulifla are probably going to Easy A. They are stackers. I mean, if we look at their kit right now, shout out Dokkan Info. If we go to their kit, obviously Universe 6 is a pretty important factor for hit kit. So we'll talk about hit and Goku in a second, but Kale and Caulifla, Again, they stack attack and defense 20%. They need USS, which is going to be what you're going to be running with them anyways. And then they have the nice 6-turn starter battle isn't nice, but once they transform, they do heal. You recover 60% HP, 60% HP. And again, this is just start of the 6-turn, no other restriction, so it's not the worst thing ever. Obviously not the best, but if you float them twice, you'll get that. And then again, you heal 60%. That is useful. Regardless of how they turn out, that heal is going to be useful. And then they also stack attack. So if they make them stack attack and defense once transformed, and then they stack attack and defense by 20% when they're untransformed, can be a very solid character. She has a high chance to dodge. She has additional that's probably going to get switched to a great chance, or it should just be guaranteed. Medium chances don't exist that much anymore, except for Evolution Blue Vegeta for some reason. I don't know why they gave a medium chance. I did also see that she's coming out on a banner. She could Super Easy A, but I don't think so because that's really just Dokkan Fests and LRs, so I don't see her really Super Easing, but it's possible, right? I don't think it's going to happen, but it could possibly happen. Now, if we look at when they drop, right? Right here, this is when the units drop. Let's see it. It's going to pop up in a second, or not. It's not popping up. I don't know why. If I refresh the page, maybe. Here we go. May 1st, 12 a.m. CDT for the Super Easy, and then these guys drop 11 p.m. CDT, which is my time. So for me, they drop in like... Hold on, let me math real quick. 9 hours. 9 hours for me, 11 p.m. CDT. Just transfer that to whatever your time is. Quite simple. That's when they drop. Again, 9-ish hours. By the time this comes out, it might be 8, but you have the time right here. 11 p.m. CDT on the 27th, which is today, for me. Now again, if you're in Europe or whatever, it's going to be 9 hours from now when this video is released, so you just have to convert the time. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about is the units, like strengths and whatnot. Should you summon, again, this isn't bad, like summoning on Cell. Cell is good, however, that banner sucks. It's not worth it since we have Golden Week and Tanabata and then Worldwide coming up. So, again, this year is going to be better for Global. Last year we had Tech UI, Cell Max, Jiren, Go Tanks. Like, we had so many releases to fully catch the games up before Anniversary. It was pretty bad for Global last year. But this year, we're going to be on the JP schedule. Most likely, well, not most likely, we are synced. So we're going to have the same schedule. It is the JP schedule. And I do think that either Tanabata or Worldwide are going to be like the global anniversary now. So just keep that in mind. Next thing. Let's look at the kits real quick. Just overall. Again, quick overview. This also pertains to should you summon. I mean, this character leads reps, full power, and then tournament participants, superheroes. It's not the craziest 220%. Obviously, being reps and tournament participants and a Universal Survival Saga character that's a rep is going to be on the 220%. Also, any full power character that is from Dragon Ball Super is also going to be on the 220. Also, tournament participants, so Super Saiyan 2 Gohans, anybody from the Cell games that goes full power is going to be on this 220%. Overall, it's okay. It's not crazy. The problem with him as leader, though, is this right here. Sacrifice 5% HP. Now, if you look, we have an additional super here. Obviously, the first super. And then I believe when you get a Tech Orb, you launch an additional super. So that's 3. So you have the first super that you just get from getting 12 key. You have the intro. And then you have the Tech Key Sphere. That is 3 supers you're getting already. That's not even including the hidden potential. By the way, if you quad super, you lose 20% HP. If you have 800,000 HP and you quad super, you are going to lose a lot of HP, alright? Honestly, I couldn't do the math in my head for a second, but it'd be, what, 80? 80,000 times 2, so 160. You'd lose 160,000 HP. That's a lot. 160,000 HP just from supering. Now, if you get hit with a super attack and you take, let's say you would take 700k, you wouldn't lose right away, but now you will because he quad supered. I don't think he would take that much in most of the fights anyways, but we're not bringing him in festival battles. He doesn't stack. As simple as that, really. But honestly, he's a good unit, but he's not as good as he should have been, especially considering he loses 5% HP per super. He does not hit as hard. He can hit pretty decently hard if you're on a reps team, which I don't like that as all allies are reps. I think if this was when you have a reps ally on the team, this should count. I don't like all allies. But again, his link set's good, so yes, Super Saiyan Warrior Gods is fine. That's like a Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue type, and then Kamehameha Prepared for Battle, Orphan Flash, Shocking Speech for his battle. The rest of the links are good. Quite solid link set. He's on a lot of good teams. He has a linking buddy, 7 out of 7. But the problem with running him with this guy is guess what? If we go to him, he also loses 5% HP. And so he also has an additional here. So there's that. Does he have any more additionals? No, so let's say, so let's say the tech blue Goku, Kaioken Goku supers 4 times, you lose 20%, and then this guy triple supers, you lose 15, so 35% of your HP is just gone, just from these two supering. And if you have that every turn, that is going to be quite ineffective and inefficient with your HP. Like, you are going to lose because of that. So it's hard to say, honestly. Running them together isn't ideal. Also, okay, voice crack. Wow, that was crazy. Also, this is not a slot 1 character until he goes into this, which is for 1 turn. Maybe 2 turns if you get lucky with orbs, but he's a 1 turn slot 1 character. He's not really a 2 turns more than that. He's only here for 2 turns most. But they do share 7 key, 72% HP, or 72% attack, 10% defense, and then this guy does also support by 40%. So, and if it's extreme class, he supports by 2 turns, which is actually really good. I like this guy. It's just the problem with running him with the tech one is again their HP loss. He does have a revive, of course, with this guy being in standby. He can still attack. He has the revive attack. And then the nice thing about it is he gets all these effects from anybody reviving and doesn't have to just be him. So if you run 2 of them, which is the same thing with Cell that they did not do for some reason. Sorry, getting a little crazy here. But they did not do the same thing for Cell for, I don't know what purpose that they did that. Because if you want to run the guy as leader, one of them isn't going to be as good post-revive. But he doesn't have this issue. Anybody revives, you get all the buffs. And then again, he's pretty good post-revive. Not as crazy again as hit, but overall pretty solid unit. And again, this is a unit that hasn't gotten anything in pretty much 9 years. So again, I don't feel bad about something. I would say I would recommend it if you think this is a cool moment. They're good characters. Could they be better? Yes, but they're good characters. Now, if we go back to Hit, Hit has this issue, where if I can find it, it must be in his transformed state, or his, what is it called? It's not serious. Improvement state. Overall, again, he's pretty good. You need Universe 6 or tournament participants. You're not bringing Universe 6. Universe 6 is a horrendous category. Like, terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Again, very good. If you look at his kit, I already made a video about his whole kit. You can check that out if you want. But very good. He's on not many teams, but Super Space Rivaling Warriors, I mean, Legendary Existence, Super Bosses. These are teams that don't have a lot. He's going to be linking with PyCon, but if we check, I don't even know what tournament participants. Okay, so yeah, you can run him with tournament participants. Is actually going to be a good person to run with him since he's a support. He dodges. This actually might be pretty good. I might look this up. Try that. But he does link, however, with his improved state, but I would see no reason to not do that. So you wouldn't really have them linking together anyways. But yeah, I'm glad this isn't like super crazy when all allies attacking it are Universe 6. You foresee a super attack. Honestly, even if this was just one character in the same turn as Universe 6, this wouldn't be that good because, again, Universe 6 is terrible. But, again, this is a very strong character. He's greatly stacking. He doesn't lose anything the longer the fight goes on because this is a Festival of Battles character where the Blue Kaioken Goku is not because he's not stacking at all. Again, more reason to summon. I would recommend it. Don't go too crazy because again, Tanabata is coming up in like 2 months from now, and that unit doesn't return until Saiyan Day, which is March 18th. So that's another important thing to note about this. Again, if you don't remember when they drop, we'll go to the wiki. April 27th, 11 p.m. CDT. So again, if this helped you out, please leave a like, drop a sub to the channel. Thanks for watching. And I actually forgot about this, so sorry. I just faked the intro. You don't want to pull this guy. He sucks. Like, absolutely terrible. He's on two categories. He has 6 links. He doesn't even have 7 links. He has 6 links. Crazy. And he sucks. Just no reason for this. I mean, if you pull this guy instead of hit, you're upset, basically. I mean, look at this. All fine and dandy, right? Damage reduction. He gets defense when receiving an attack. All allies, Universe 6. You're not getting this. The team is terrible. So he's not going to be guarding. He's not going to be orb changing. Universe 6 is terrible. Now, again, Tech Kale and Khalifa come around. That's fine. But there's one good Universe 6 character on your team. And that's it. Vegeta's not good. You don't really want to run him. And then we don't even know how good Tech Kale and Khalifa are going to be. And that's most likely going to be the only other Universe 6 character that we get in this celebration. I mean, we could get more, but... man. He does support. Cool. Gets more damage reduction. But again, he stinks. And then after he receives a super, he can't attack. It's terrible character. Terrible, terrible, terrible. And then Piccolo is interesting. I'm actually not sure how to rate him. He can't attack for the first 4 turns. Why? I don't know. Okay? I don't know. If he can't attack, he should take 0 damage the entire time, but he loses damage reduction when he gets hit. Make it make sense, please. He doesn't seem like as bad, but I don't think he's very good either. Again, I have to see wait in game if I use him. Honestly, I don't want to pull him. I just want to pull Blue Kaioken Gokus, maybe some Gorios, some Int Fat Boos. We'll see the rest of the banner, but most likely they're not going to be as good as these characters anyways. Okay, now that's it. Thank you for watching. With that, I'm out.